Welcome back to ScareCorn Volume 5, a haunted house.
One of the Wayne's brothers made this one. It's basically like almost. It's like almost. I shouldn't say it's almost shot for shot, but it's like, yeah, Paranormal Activity. They have. I don't know which one came out first, Scary Movie or Haunted House.
I think they were actually in theaters at the same time.
Okay, maybe they're competing, but it's like almost like the same movie.
I mean, considering they both used
Paranormal Activity.
Paranormal Activity as a base, but like Scary Movie 5 was more had Ma or Mama or whatever that movie was that they were actually ripping on most of the time. But
Yeah, I thought this movie was kind of no, I don't want to say boring. I laughed at some of the stuff. It just like dragged on, but that was like
it was very long because they had to do all the gags.
yeah, it was kind of like the Scary Movie one too, where it's like okay, at least there's some things that were different because they were referencing other movies. This one's just like oh, we're just gonna reference.
Yeah, I mean, it was mostly just Paranormal Activity until like the last 20 minutes where they're like, oh, by the way, The Exorcist.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I bust out laughing because of how boring it was, but there was a scene where Cedric the Entertainer was sitting there. He's like, "Yeah, I don't have all my supplies with me. Yeah, you got a gun?
You got a loaded gun? I don't have all the right tools."
And then he goes in there and she's like, "Oh, can I show you something or something?" And he's like, "Oh, that bitch can talk," and like I just lost it. I was like tearing up. I don't know why. It wasn't like
There's a lot of really good deliveries, but the problem is there's a lot of nothing happening most of the time, and it seems pretty scatterbrained because it's like normally in these kind of movies, like the ghost activity intensifies as it goes on, and this one's just like, nah, night 5, here comes all the bullshit, and then night 7, they're like, nah, it goes back to playing with doors.
Not only that. Like like you said, the ghost intensifies, but like they don't really know if it's a ghost or not throughout the days. There's later scene where they're smoking weed and then they smoke with it, and then there's 2 days where the ghost fucks them, and then there's 2 days where they ignore the ghost and the ghost gets pissed off, and then the ghost is like, okay, I'm just gonna possess you now, and it's like,
yeah, there's a lot of back and forth of how they react to the ghost. It's like, yeah, no, at the beginning, and there's like, yeah, we got a ghost, and he's like, oh no, we don't. And then like 2 days later, he's like, we got a ghost. and then like 2 days after that, we don't have a ghost. It's like a little back and forth. Make up your mind here. I will say though, I think it's better than at least half of the scary movies. I think it was better than 2 and 5.
yeah, whatever my ranking was last week or yesterday.
I mean, I can't remember how. I know that 2 was at the bottom.
Yeah, I know it's better than 2.
I wanna say it was. In terms of quality, I think it was like the first one. And I think because they're not doing like a whole world-ending shtick again. It's just confined to this house.
Yeah, that was nice.
Much like how the first scary movie is like just confined to, like, I guess it's the town and whatnot, but it's not this whole, oh, aliens are coming because aliens. There's gotta be a world-ending threat, and
It's just who wants to fuck who in this movie.
yeah.
One couple wants to fuck the lady, and the other guy wants to fuck the guy.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of man ass in this movie.
I think this is about the time where people on the internet were like, well, there's a lot of naked women on, but there's not a lot of naked guys. So I think it was like, okay, well, counteract it. We'll just show a lot of asses. And I was kind of surprised how far they went. I mean, there was one scene where one of the Wayne's brothers was like fucking a dog. I really thought he was naked. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna show you how to do all the sex moves, and It's
I went on for a while.
It's like a 5-minute montage of him doing moves to a teddy bear.
Actually, funny, I was looking at the cast. I think the main lead, she went on to make a TV show. Or become a, I don't know if it's an Emmy or Oscar winner. Whoever does the TV.
I think that's Emmy. No, that's not.
I think Oscar's just movies.
I don't know. They're all. I know Tony's are Broadway.
Yeah.
That's the only one that I know specifically.
I know of.
And then Grammys are music.
Yeah, I know. Oh, what's the shit one? The one where it was a parody of the Oscars.
The Razzies.
The Razzies, and then it became official.
Yeah.
Or it became like a thing. Yeah. So yeah, she was in that.
Huh.
But I mean, they had it was like almost like I said, plot for plot. They had the Mexican maid. It was funny. She's like, yeah, they think I can't speak English, and she's like got like a bunch of strippers there, and she's like, you gave me fake cash or something.
Yeah, she was like.
Or you're short money or something. I don't know.
She had a cocaine deal or some sort of powder deal going on. Some sort of sweatshop. But yeah, no, it was a lot of the same jokes that Scary Movie 5 had. Oh no.
You lost your Wi-Fi. Oh. Alright, well, I guess we got one more day. One more haunted house.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully there's 2 haunted houses.